So next up, a subscriber request. I've been asked to look at a company called GEVO. They're a US renewable fuels development technology company, and their charts make for interesting reading if you dig it in. So I'm going to take a look at those and see where the price might be heading next. So let's take a look at the analysis. So I rolled the usual weekly line chart back to a monthly one to get a longer term perspective of what's been going on with GEVO, and actually I was quite shocked to see the numbers. The price has fallen from the 120,000s down to virtually nothing. It's been flatlining since 2015. So from that we can take away that things haven't been going so well over the last decade, but really we need to drill down further into the lower time frames to see what has been going on, because fundamentally it's an interesting product that's gaining more interest at the moment. It's a small cap stock, so it's probably under the radar of most big trading houses. So I then had a look at what was going on the weekly, and it paints a slightly different picture to what you see from that monthly chart. So really we got to study the price between the 20 and the 3 range over the last, say, 5, 6, 7 years to get a more accurate measure of what's going on. And still it hasn't been great really until the start of 2021, when the price really did boost its way up to recent highs around the 15 area, and then once again fell off quite dramatically down to the 4 zone, and all the price volume is all around these lower numbers. So at the moment, even in the short term, it's still not looking particularly good. Our 4-line break chart also giving us a bearish potential entry to the downside reversal around about 3.4, 3.35 for any potential, entry into a short position. So in the real short term, the signals at the bottom both turning bullish. Volatility is quite high for GEVO, around 123% per year, and that's against its normal range around about 75%. So things have picked up there, but that's sort of married in actually with the sort of flattening of the price in the last week or so. Volume, nothing significant. It does spike up every now and again, but trading around it's sort of moving average. And onto the price action. Well, for the last year it's been behaving itself within the 2 standard deviation regression bands there, the light pink, light blue areas shaded out there. Currently in a sell signal outside the 2 pink line box breakout setup. Trend generally down, looking weak, although like I said, the price has sort of stabilised in the last week or so. Nothing unusual there. Again, nothing too exciting to report other than it's looking just weak bearish there at the moment. I've used a 0.2 block size for GEVO for the Renko chart. Signals at the bottom. Shorter term, they're bullish, but we can see the DMI at the bottom, red above the green, meaning the trend is still bearish. Onto the price action itself, then we're in a sell signal outside that 2-line pink box break out setup strategy, trading under the longer term moving average, and trend generally down. And if we're talking price targets, well, we can actually see that we've had 3 blocks around about this sort of price level, creating sort of possible bounce zone back to the upside. So if we're talking upsides and it does stabilize here, then 6, 8, 10 could be upside targets. If not downside, well, it slips further and further towards the 0 area. It's no surprise, based purely off the technicals, that I score GEVO a bearish overall score on the technicals, and again up in the right top 4-line break chart, also giving us a bearish entry around 3.4, 3.35. Heikin-Ashi Renko, both reasonably bearish, and if we're talking targets, 2.8 and 4 to 1 to the upside, 0.74 and 1.17 to 1 to the downside, but overall a bearish feel. To me, this is the sort of stock that is a fundamental play rather than a technical one. The technicals can help, especially in that shorter term, but it's a small cap stock, not so great volume, liquidity, prone to spikes, makes it a difficult one to trade just using the charts. I think you've got to buy into the stock itself. It does have, you know, a good product set there, especially in today's environment. So like I said, I think it's going to be a fundamental play, but just keep an eye on those technicals. Let me know in the comments below what you think is going to happen next there, or whether you trade it or not. Got any stories you'd like to share about the stock? Like I say, get them in those comments and get the discussion going. So if you liked today's video, please give us a thumbs up. Don't forget to hit the subscribe and bell buttons to receive future notification of content I will be producing. And all that's left for me to say is thanks for watching, good luck with the trading, and I'll see you in the next video.